Okay, so we are trying to complete our login and monitoring concept. Give me 2 minutes. I think I need to reset this power device. Have you seen a basic VPN video, Bosuma?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Do you want Fortinet NSC for dumps questions, Bosuma?
Yes.
Let me share Fortinet examination dumps questions. Wait,
Okay.
these are the practice questions. This can help you. Please check your WhatsApp number, Bosuma. Okay. I
Okay.
shared Fortinet examination dumps question with you.
Yes, I received it, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Let's continue our topic now. We are trying to finish our login and monitoring concept. Wait. So today we will talk about some other options in login and monitoring. Wait. Okay, so you can go to log and report this tab. And now let's talk about event option. Let's talk about event. So what is event? If you click on event, you can get all event related information here. And what options are available or what kind of events we can verify. So we can verify system related events here, router events, VPN events, SD-WAN user event, endpoint, high availability status, security rating. So multiple options are available, okay? So if you click on system event, you can get system related information. For example, I'm trying to configure anything, okay? I'm a main administrator. I'm trying to configure, for example, port number 2 and port number 1. So port number 1 is a WAN interface. Port number 2 is a LAN interface. 200.200.1/24 ping service. Click on OK. So you configure something, and this information you can verify in system event. Okay, let's verify. Let's go to log and report, go to events, go to system event. So yes, you can verify this information. Admin account, edit this port number 2, and yes, this admin account edit this port number 2 on this date and time. And what it did, it changed IP address configuration, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can also verify some other information. Add static route. Yes, this admin account, okay, on this date and time, configure path static route. This is the gateway, and this is the actual interface. So my point is system related information you can verify in system event. You can go with router events in case if any packet loss, OSPO packet loss, BGP packet loss, or RIP packet loss, you can get the information here. Router events, VPN. If VPN tunnel up, VPN tunnel down, you can verify information here, VPN events. Now you can go with SD-WAN, user event information. Now these options are this antivirus, this web filtering, this file filter, application control, intrusion prevention. These options are related with security profile. Okay, if someone will hit on these security profiles, you can verify log information here. You can verify log information here. Clear my point?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try to create a profile here, security profile, and I'm trying to create application control profile. And let's change something into this profile. So social media category, I want to block. Gaming category, I want to block. Storage and backup, okay, update. And this profile I can attach with my policy. So we can create a rule to allow our traffic. Click on create new. Now rule 1, incoming interface, outgoing interface. Now source, destination, services. Now action is accept. Okay, all session logs. And I'm trying to add this application control profile and deep inspection. Just click on OK. So from inside machine, I can try to initiate my traffic. Okay, I can try to initiate some traffic. For example, I'm trying to access Facebook application. Okay, let's try to access Facebook application, social networking category application. So if this inside machine block this application, you as a firewall administrator, you can verify the log information. Let's try now. Let's try to access Facebook application. As per our security profile, inside machine cannot access this application. Inside machine cannot access this application. This inside machine will get a proper response page, no problem. But you as a firewall administrator, if you are trying to verify, this is what 48 application control block page. This is for inside machine, right? But if you as a
Yes.
firewall administrator, if you are trying to verify, if someone will hit on your application control profile and you want to verify, yes, you can go in application control. And here you can get the information. Yes, inside machine, this 224 trying to access this Facebook application. And action is what? Block. And it's a block by policy ID root 1. Clear this point?
Yeah, it's clear. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now this is our topic. This is our topic is called what? Login and monitoring. And now we can try to focus. Wait. Now we can try to focus on VPN section. So let's revise our VPN first. Then we can go for practical implementation. So if you talk about VPN implementation, so we have two type of VPN implementation, right? The first option is what? IPsec. And second option is what? SSL VPN implementation. IPsec we are using for site to site VPN connectivity. Okay, if you have a branch office A, for example, branch office A and branch office B, and you want to connect these two branch office over this untrusted network, over this public network in a secure manner, if you want to connect, then yes, you can establish your tunnel in between branch office A and branch office B. You can establish a tunnel this tunnel is called what? Site to site VPN tunnel. You are trying to connect branch branch offices. These are what? Site-to-site VPN implementation. Now for site-to-site VPN implementation in FortiGate firewall device, we will discuss three labs. We have three lab options. First, we can focus on route-based site-to-site VPN. We can discuss about policy-based site-to-site VPN. And third lab we have is called template-based site-to-site VPN. So for site-to-site, we can go with IPsec, IPsec. Now we have one more type of VPN implementation is called remote access VPN. In remote access VPN, this outside user, is trying to access company private resources. Okay. For example, this portion is your DMZ site network. Okay, this side you have multiple servers, and these servers are publicly allowed for outside user. So in remote access VPN, see this outside user, he has simple Wi-Fi modem at his home. For example, you can say he has internet connectivity. So this outside user is trying to access company private resources. Then he need to establish a connection first. He need to establish a connection first with his mobile phone, laptop, and desktop. This connection first with this VPN gateway device. And once this connection will establish, then yes, this outside user can access private resources. This connection is called remote access VPN connection. And to configure remote access VPN, we have two options. We have two options to configure remote access VPN. Either you can configure with IPsec or you can configure with SSL. So both options are available for remote access VPN configuration. But for site to site, yes, you have a single option, IPsec. So this is our topic today first, okay? This VPN, then IPsec, and then site to site. This is our topic first. After that, we can focus on remote access VPN. We can focus on how to work with SSL VPN implementation. But right now, this is our topic. Right now, this is our topic, site-to-site VPN implementation. Clear my task,
Yeah,
Osama?
it's clear.
This is
Yeah.
our task right now, site-to-site only. So for site-to-site, what we have IPsec. What is IPsec? IPsec is a suite of protocol, right? IPsec is a suite of protocol. In IPsec, we have multiple protocol and they can work together to provide you a secure VPN connection. If you talk about complete IPsec configuration, so complete IPsec configuration is divided into two parts. Complete configuration. Complete configuration is divided into two parts. The first one is what? IPsec phase one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ozuma. And the second option is what? IPsec phase two. So what we can do in phase one and what we can do in phase two. So in phase one, what is the first step? You can generate session. In phase one, what you can do, you can generate your session key. For example, you have branch office A and branch office B. Okay, this is your ISP connection. Okay, so you have branch office A and branch office B. So what is the first task? In phase one, you can generate your session key on both branch office. For example, I'm using CCNA. This side I'm using CCNA session key. And once you generate your session key on both branch office, what is the next step? What is the next step? If you complete basic VPN video, so you can get an idea. Once you
Mm-hmm.
generate your session key, what is the next step? You can exchange your session key, right?
Yeah.
Exchange session key. And to exchange session key, we can set up our first tunnel. We can create our first tunnel. So we are trying to create our first tunnel. Why we are creating this first tunnel or this phase one tunnel? Because we are trying to send, we are trying to exchange session key only. So in phase one, we are not exchanging any data traffic. No, we are not exchanging LAN traffic. No. In phase one, what we are doing in phase one, we are trying to exchange only session key. Session key. Why? Because we are trying to establish a bridge first. We are trying to establish a bridge first in between site A and site B. Once this bridge will establish, then yes, I can send my data traffic. Okay, so our task is what? Exchange session key. And to exchange session key, we can set up our first tunnel. We can set up our first tunnel. And to create this tunnel, we require parameters. To create this tunnel, we required parameters. What we required? We required encryption, hash, and authentication key. Authentication key. So for encryption, we have multiple options, multiple parameters. You can use DES. DES will provide you 56-bit of encryption. If you go with DES, Digital Encryption Standard, it will provide you only 56-bit of encryption. If you are looking for higher bit for encryption, so you can go with triple dash. Okay, you can go with AES, Advanced Encryption Standard. Triple dash 168-bit. AES is a popular option. AES, Advanced Encryption Standard, is a popular option. Why? Because in AES, we have variation in bit size. We have variation in bit size. We have 128-bit. We have 192, 256. So for encryption, we have DES, triple dash, and AES. For hashing, we have MD5 and SHA. What is SHA full form, Mojama? Secure hashing algorithm, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
SHA is a popular option. Why? Because of bit size. I'm talking about bit size, variation in bit size. So in SHA, we have SHA-1, SHA-256, SHA-384, SHA-512. Now for authentication, we are using a method here. It's called PSK method. PSK. In short, PSK, you can say pre-shared key. Shared key. PSK in short. Pre-shared key. It means what? It means same key, same session key I'm using on both branch office. So PSK is just a method. Okay, we have another method is called certificate authority server. Okay, into this training where we are trying to focus PSK. Pre-shared key. It means same key we are using on both branch office. So we require 3 parameters to create our tunnel and protocol. Yes, we need protocol for phase 1 tunnel, and protocol we are using for phase 1 tunnel is called ISA KMP. ISA KMP works with UDP port number 500. So phase 1 protocol is ISA KMP. If you are working with routers, if you are working with Cisco router, then your phase 1 protocol is ISA KMP. But if you are working with any next generation firewall, if you are working with any next generation firewall device, this ISA KMP is called IKE. Okay, so both are same. IKE and ISA KMP both are same. On Cisco routers, you can say ISA KMP. Okay, in firewall, in Fortinet, in Palo Alto, in Checkpoint, in ASA, in FTD, in firewall scenario, your phase 1 protocol is IKE, Internet Key Exchange. But in router, you can say ISA KMP. So this is what our phase 1. Now, once you establish your phase 1 tunnel, okay, there's no any issue in phase 1 tunnel. What is the next step? The next step is what? We can send our data traffic. And we can send our data traffic in phase 2 tunnel. We can send our data traffic in phase 2 tunnel. So in phase 2 tunnel, we can create our phase 2 tunnel. Phase 2 tunnel is totally depend on phase 1 tunnel. Totally depend on phase 1 tunnel. So if there is any issue in phase 1 tunnel, you cannot establish phase 2. Okay, we are sending our data traffic, LAN traffic in phase 2 tunnel. So to create our phase 2 tunnel, we require parameters. We need encryption and hash. We need two parameters, encryption and hash. And what protocol we are using to create our phase 2 tunnel? So protocol is what? Protocol we are using ESP protocol, encapsulating security payload. Phase 1 protocol. Phase 1 protocol is IKE, or you can say ISA-KMP. Phase 2 protocol is what? Phase 2 protocol is ESP, encapsulating security payload. Clear this discussion?
Yes, it's clear. Yeah, clear.
Okay, so let's try to create a topology, okay? A rest we can discuss in topology. Give me 5 minutes, okay?
Mhm.
Create a new topology, site to site VPN in VPN lab. So we have two FortiGate firewalls, two branch office, site A LAN machine, and for site B, I'm using router. I'm using router as a LAN machine. Now for management, port number 1, we are using for management. So both firewall port number 1 connected with this management site network. This is management site network for configuration. Port number 2, I'm using for LAN site. Ten dot 1.23.0 network for WAN site network. WAN site A. Okay, so this is the topology. Bozuma, can you hear me?
Yes.
This is the topology for route based route-based site-to-site VPN for policy-based, and for template-based site-to-site VPN. Okay, so into this topology, this portion, this, wait, this portion we are using as a ISP side portion, okay?
Mhm.
This is your ISP side portion. I'm not using any router, okay? If you want, you can use a router here in your topology. So router can act as a ISP site. So you can connect a cable like this from firewall towards ISP. You can configure default route towards ISP default route. Why? To create a reachability from this source public IP to this destination public. Okay, so I'm
Mhm.
not adding any router. I'm using a direct cable. Okay, so this is what source public IP interface. This one is destination public IP. So we have a direct cable. Was one. Clear
Yes.
now? No.
Yes,
Now
clear.
this side, this portion is what? Side A LAN side portion. And this is side B LAN side portion. So let's do the basic configuration first. Okay, on management network side into this topology, MGMT network, I'm using 199.199.0 network. This is what management network. This one is site A branch office, so we can configure host name first. Config system global set host name is site A branch office. Config system interface. Edit port number 1, set mode static, set IP 199.199.199.1/24. Set allows HTTP, HTTPS, ping, and SSH. Now let's go to second firewall device. This is site D branch office. Config system global. Set host name site B. Now config system interface, edit port number 1, set mode static, set IP 199.199.5/24, set allows HTTP, HTTPS, ping, and SSH. Let's try to access both of our device from this management PC. Wait. I'm trying to configure same series of IP address on this management PC. So 199 series of IP address. So 199.199.199.199. Mask, click on OK, click on close. Let's verify IP address configuration now. And I'm trying to verify my connectivity also 199.199.199.1. This is site A branch office.
Mhm.
Now let's verify our connectivity with .5. Yes, I have a reachability. If you have a reachability, then you can manage both of our device. 199.199.199.1. Username admin, password 123. This is site A branch office. You can verify with host name. You can verify with host name. Site A branch office 199.199.5. This is site B branch office. Site B branch office. Let's just start our basic configuration first. Okay, LAN interface and WAN interface on site A. So port number two is for LAN side network. Port number 3 is for WAN side interface. So a network interface. Now create new. No, we have an interface, physical interface. Port number 2, alias, I'm using LAN 200.200.1/24 ping service. Click on OK. Now port number 3, it's a public facing interface. WAN 10.1.23.1/24 ping service. Click on OK. Now static route, create new 192.168.1.1. No, it's not a 1.1. It's a 10.1.23.10. This IP I will configure 23.10. This IP I will configure on other branch office public facing interface here. Let's go to second firewall box. So on site A branch office, we have proper IP address configuration. Yes, port number 2 and port number 3 and default route towards ISP. Let's go to site B branch office. Interface, port number 2 for LAN side network, and this is LAN side subnet. So LAN side subnet is 192.168.50 dot network. So 192.168.50.1/24 ping service. Click on OK. Now let's go to port number 3, WAN interface. Alias WAN 10.1.23.10/24 ping service. Click on OK. Now let's configure default route, just like a real scenario. Bozuma,
Yeah.
just like a real scenario, we have a branch office. We have a branch office with LAN interface network, WAN interface network, and default route towards ISP. Simple topology. Okay. For any unknown destination, ISP is my gateway. ISP port number 1 is exit interface. Just click on OK. So basic configuration is done. Okay, one branch office, site A branch office, LAN interface, WAN interface, default route towards ISP. Then on site B, LAN interface, WAN interface, and default route towards ISP. So now let's go to VPN implementation. So you can click on site A. Let's start our VPN configuration from site A. So you can click on VPN tab. We have a dedicated tab for VPN implementation. So this is for what? This is for IPsec implementation, and this is for SSL implementation. Our focus is on right now IPsec site-to-site VPN implementation. And we have 3 labs: route-based, policy-based, and template-based. Okay, so first we are trying to focus on route-based site-to-site VPN. And I will tell you the difference in between route-based and policy-based. I will tell you. Okay, but let's try to implement our route-based site-to-site VPN. Okay, Bozuma?
Yes.
Okay, so you can click on IPsec tunnel. We don't have any tunnel right now. See, we don't have any tunnel. Okay, I'm trying to create a tunnel. You can click on IPsec wizard. From here, you can create your tunnel. Now you can see, you can follow these steps to configure your VPN. And here we have a name. We can give a name. We can go with a template type. So we have site to site and hub and spoke. These are what? Template type option. And yes, we can discuss template based site to site VPN. But into this training, we'll only focus on site to site VPN implementation. Okay, if you go with site to multi-site, for example, site to multi-site, so you can say hub and spoke topology. Okay, you can also go with auto discovery VPN, dial-up VPN. So a lots of options we have. Okay,
Mhm.
this hub and spokes, it is related with NSC 7 training. Okay, site to multi-site implementation. So VPN you can discuss in deep also, but into this NSC 4 training, we'll focus on all site to site VPN implementation. It means we have two branch office and we are trying to connect. So these two are what? These two are template based, and template based will discuss site to site. As I said, you can also configure remote access. To configure remote access, we have two options. Either you can configure with IPsec or you can configure with SSL. Okay. What is the difference
Mhm.
between IPsec and SSL? I will tell you. But the option is available. Right now, our task is site to site VPN implementation. So you can click on custom here. I'm not using template based. No. Our lab is what? Route based site to site VPN. So you can give a name. You can give a name, for example, site a hyphen VPN. Just click on next. Click on next. And now you can complete your VPN configuration. So this is what your site a VPN. So first you can define your IP version, IP version 4 or IP version 6. We are working with IP version 4, right?
Mhm.
And into this topology, Wasuma, you can see into this topology, we have fixed IP address, right? We have
Yeah.
fixed IP 10.1.23.10 here, 23.10, 10.1.23.1. So we have fixed IP. Okay, this IP is fixed. Okay, but yes, may in case if you are working in a scenario where your branch offices, they are getting IP address from ISP DSCP server. Every day they are getting a different IP. Okay, so you can go with other type of VPN implementation. But right now, into this scenario, in our lab, yes, we have a fixed IP. So it's asking for remote gateway IP. And yes, in remote gateway, in remote gateway we have static IP address. We have static IP address. So yes, this is what we are here on site A branch office. Our remote gate is what? Site B branch office. And on site B branch office, this is foul box 2. Site B branch office, we are using 10.1.23.10. So yes, static IP, fixed IP, and what is IP address? On remote branch office, 10.1.23.10. And what is public face interface? It's a WAN port number 3. Clear my point?
Yes, it's clear.
Now, NAT is disabled. We are not using NAT into this VPN implementation. And now you can go for authentication method. So yes, I'm using pre-shared key. Pre-shared key is a method. Okay, it's a method. Okay, and I'm using a key. Same key I will configure on other branch office. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same key I will configure. Now, here we have phase 1 protocol. As I said, in router you can say ISAC EMP, but in firewall you can say IKE, Internet Key Exchange. So yes, we are trying to create our phase 1 proposal. A phase 1 proposal. So for phase 1 proposal, I'm using for encryption, I'm using DES. So into this testing scenario, we have only DES option, Wazuma.
Mhm.
But in case if you are working in a real network, okay, with licensed device, so you can get an option for triple DES and AES. Okay. But for testing, into this testing scenario, we have only DES option for encryption. Okay, clear now?
Yes.
If you have licensed device, then yes, you can go with the higher bit for encryption. Hashing, for hashing, yes, we have multiple options. Multiple options are available. Okay, I'm using MD5, for example. For Diffie-Hellman, I'm using multiple options are available for Diffie-Hellman. Okay, I'm using Diffie-Hellman group 2 or group 5 only. Same parameter I will configure on other branch office. Now you can define your interesting traffic. So on site A branch office, this is your local address and this is your remote network. So you can define your interesting traffic here. Local address. Local address is 200.200.200.0/24. And what is remote network? 192.168.50.0.0/24. Now click on advanced and now you can go for phase 2 proposal. So for phase 2 proposal, for encryption, DES, for hashing, MD5, and Diffie-Hellman group 5 only. Just click on OK. This is our VPN configuration. Bozoma,
Mm-hmm.
you can see now, here we are getting a message. Tunnel, site A. This is tunnel name. Interface binding, port number 3. Status of this tunnel right now is inactive. Status of this tunnel right now, it's inactive. Let's go to second branch office. Site B branch office. Site B branch office. And we can go to VPN tab, IPsec, wizard, custom, and name you can give site B hyphen VPN. Just click on next. Now you can define remote gateway IP. So yes, I'm on site B branch office. A remote gateway IP is 10.1.23.1. This is site A branch office public facing interface IP. Now interface, yes, actual interface is WAN port number 3. NAT is disabled. And now pre-shared key, I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for phase 1 proposal, DES, for hashing, MD5, and Diffie-Hellman group 5. Now we can define our interesting traffic. So on site B branch office, this is your local network and this is your remote network. So local network is what? 192.168.50.0/24. And what is remote network? Remote network is 200.200.200.0/24. Click on advanced and we can define our phase 2 proposal. So in phase 2, yes, we need two parameters, encryption and hash. Diffie-Hellman group 5. Just click on OK. You can see now the status of this tunnel is inactive right now. It is inactive. Mozuma.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's create policy to allow our traffic. It's a firewall device. To allow our traffic, we can configure our policy. So let's create our rule. You can click on create new and you can give a name. It's called LAN to VPN. So if incoming interface is LAN port number 2 and outgoing interface is site A VPN tunnel interface. Okay, incoming interface is what? LAN port number 2. Outgoing interface is site A VPN tunnel interface. Source IP, yes, you can create your object, your LAN network object, but right now I'm using any, but yes, you can create in a real network. You can create your specific object always. So right now I'm using source any, destination any. Now services, I'm using any. And NAT, we are not using NAT into this policy. NAT is not required. Now you can click on all session logs, click on OK. So this rule is for VPN traffic, okay? With this rule, your inside machine cannot access internet traffic. Bosuma,
Yes.
this is for VPN. Let's create one more rule. Let's create one more rule. Why? Because see, into this rule, what we have, if traffic is initiated from LAN port number 2 and trying to go on site A VPN. In case if traffic is coming from site A VPN and trying to go to LAN site network. So we need separate policy. Okay, for different direction, we can create separate policy. So VPN to LAN, incoming interface, yes, site A VPN, outgoing interface, LAN port number 2, source IP, source IP is any right now, destination IP is any, services I'm using any, NAT disable, now all session logs. So this is for what? This is for only VPN traffic. Okay, if you want to allow this inside machine can access google.com, facebook.com, internet traffic. So for internet traffic, you can create a separate rule. Let me create a rule. I can give you the idea how to create LAN to WAN. So incoming interface is LAN and outgoing interface is WAN port number 3. Source IP, any, destination IP, any, services, any, and yes, NAT is required because traffic is traveling from private network to public network. So NAT is required. All session logs, click on OK. Clear my point, Bozuma?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, let's go to site B branch office. And on site B branch office, we can create a rule, policy rule. So let's click on create new. Create new. We can give a name. It's called LAN to VPN. LAN to VPN. Incoming interface LAN port number 2. Outgoing interface site B VPN tunnel interface. Source IP. Yes, you can create an object, but right now I'm using any source, any destination. Services, I'm using any action is accept, NAT is disable, all session logs I want to verify. Let's create policy for different direction. If traffic is initiated from site B VPN, so VPN to LAN, VPN to LAN. If traffic is coming from site B VPN, trying to go on LAN port number 2, source I am using any destination, any services, any action is accept, NAT disable, all session logs. Just click on OK. You can verify your VPN tunnel status now. Again, let's go to VPN tab, IPsec tunnel. Right now, this tunnel status is what? Inactive, right?
Mhm.
Osma, inactive. Let's go to site A tunnel interface. Tunnel status is now, it is inactive, right? So we can try to
Yeah.
initiate our traffic. We can try to initiate our traffic. Let's prepare this machine. Let's prepare this site B LAN router. Okay, this is what this is. Ethernet 0/0 192.168.50.10 mask, no shutdown. We can create a default route for any destination. For any destination 50.1. Okay, for this LAN machine, this router I'm using as a LAN PC. This
Mhm.
50.1 is a next IP for any destination. Gateway entry. Let's go to this machine. ncpa.cpl IP address configuration properties internet protocol, and as per our design as per our design, we are using 200 network this side. So 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, and 200.200.200.1 is a gateway. Click on OK, click on close. So from inside machine, if I'm trying to initiate my traffic, Bosuma,
Mm-hmm.
from inside machine, for example, I'm trying to initiate my traffic. Ping 192.168.50.10. 50.10. So my point is, when this traffic, when this traffic will go and hit on firewall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you are trying to communicate with other branch office private IP address. This is what other branch office private IP. So this traffic will go and hit on site A branch office. Site A branch office. Now this is L3 firewall box. So firewall will check his routing table first. Firewall will check his routing table first. Is there any entry available in my routing table to reach this particular destination? So yes, this firewall can check his routing table, and in routing table, what we have default route for any unknown destination. So the actual scenario is what? Actual scenario is this is ISP side cloud. You have a connectivity like this. This is the actual scenario. Okay, actual scenario. And this portion is what? Internet side portion. Google.com, Facebook.com. This is actual topology. Okay, so when this traffic will go and hit on site A branch office, in firewall, what you have? In firewall, you have a default route. In firewall, you have a default route for any unknown destination. For any unknown destination, ISP is a gateway. So ISP will send this traffic to the internet side. This firewall will send a traffic to the ISP side.
Mm-hmm.
But ISP don't know anything about this private IP address, right? ISP
Yeah.
can only communicate with public IP. Okay, so that's why what we can do into this scenario, that's why we need to create one more entry in routing table. Okay, we can create one more entry. Entry is what? If anyone trying to communicate with this particular destination, with this particular destination 192.168.50.0/20 particular destination. So they can go via this site A VPN tunnel interface. So we have two entry. Okay, we have two entry. If anyone, my point is, if this inside machine trying to access google.com, facebook.com, yes, firewall has this route for any unknown destination. ISP is a gateway. But if this machine is trying to communicate with other branch of its private network, so firewall has entry. You want to go on particular destination? Yes, you can go with VPN tunnel interface. Clear my point?
Yes.
So we need to create one more entry. Okay, let's go to site B branch office. Site B branch office. Now password 123. Let's create one more entry on site B branch office also, network. So if anyone trying to go to 200.200.200.network, okay, actual interface is site B VPN tunnel interface. Just click on OK. So we have what? One more entry. Now, if you check your VPN tunnel status right now, VPN tunnel status is inactive. You can check your VPN tunnel status here on site B branch office. So tunnel status is inactive. Let's try to initiate our traffic. Let's try to initiate our traffic. Okay, I'm trying to communicate other branch office. See, I'm getting reply, right? See,
Mm-hmm.
Mozuma, I'm
Yeah.
getting reply. If I'm getting reply, it means traffic is traveling through the tunnel. Okay, and if traffic is traveling through the tunnel, so this tunnel status will be up. Okay, you can refresh this page. You can refresh this page and you can get the information now. Tunnel status is what? Up. You can also verify on site B branch office. You can refresh this page. Tunnel status is now. It's up. Okay, you can go to log and report. Okay, you can verify. If tunnel is up, if traffic is traveling through the tunnel, then we can verify our negotiation, phase one, phase two negotiation happen or not. You can go to events. You can go to VPN events. Here you can verify your phase one and phase two negotiation. See, phase one negotiation is what? Success, right? Phase two negotiation is what? So we have some VPN events here. You can click on any latest packet. You can get a detailed information. See, you can get a detailed information, log details, something. This is public IP, source public IP. This is destination public IP, a public facing interface port number. This parameter we are using for hashing MD5 for encryption DES. And here we have port number 500. We are not using ISA KMP protocol. We are using IKE. So as I said, both are same. ISA KMP on Cisco router, you can say ISA KMP works with UDP port number 500. Okay, so on router, you can say ISA KMP. On firewall, you can say IKE protocol. Clear? This first lab was about
It's clear, yes.
route base. So let's take a break for 10 minutes. Okay. Then we can focus on policy based and template based. Okay.
Okay, it's
So
good.
we will continue at, on my side, it's at 12:44. Okay. We will continue
Okay,
at 12:55 after 10 minutes.
okay, it's good, yeah.
Please turn off your mic. Hello, Bojuma, can you hear me, dear?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Can we continue our topic now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So this is our route-based site-to-site VPN. Give me 2 minutes. Let's reset both of our devices
Hmm.
for our next implementation. So this is our route-based site-to-site VPN. What is the difference in between route-based and policy-based? Okay, this is our next lab. Policy-based site-to-site VPN. What is the difference in between route-based and policy-based? So route-based we are using for site to site VPN connectivity, or you can go with site to multi-site connectivity. Clear my point? If you have
Hmm.
branch to branch connectivity, or if you are working with multiple branch office, like you have a one head office and multiple branch offices, then yes, you can go with route-based site-to-site VPN. Route-based we are using for site-to-site connectivity and for site to multi-site connectivity. Clear this point?
Hmm.
Policy-based we can use only for site to site VPN implementation. You can only use for site to site. If you have a two branch office, yes, you can go with policy-based site-to-site VPN. This is the first difference. Osama. This is the
Okay.
first difference in between route-based and policy-based. Okay, what is the next difference? In route-based, if you remember your configuration in route-based, we need separate firewall policy for each direction, right? If
Hmm.
traffic is initiated from LAN to VPN, separate firewall policy. If traffic is initiated from VPN trying to go on LAN side network, we need separate firewall policy, right?
Yes.
So for each direction, we need separate firewall policy. But in policy-based VPN, single firewall policy rule will handle both direction, will handle both the directions. Clear this point?
It's clear. Yeah.
Okay, policy-based VPN is not enabled by default. It's not enabled by default. Okay, you have to enable. Let me show you. Wait. Let's go to. Let's configure our firewall first. This is branch office one. Okay, I think no. This is branch office one. This one. Fortinet one. Config system global set host name. Site A. Now config system interface edit port number one, set mode static, set IP 199.199.199.1/24. Let's go to site B branch office, config system global, host name site B, config system interface, port number one, set mode static 199.199.199.5/24, set allows HTTP, HTTPS, ping and SSH. Okay, we can access both of our device from this management PC. 199.199.1, username admin, password 123. Okay, let's prepare our LAN interface and WAN interface first. Network, port number 2 as per our design. Port number 2, we are using as a LAN interface. 200.200.200.1/24 ping service. Click on OK. Port number 3, WAN 10.1.23.1/24 ping service. For any unknown destination, yes, I'm creating a default route for towards ISP. 10.1.23.10. WAN port number 3 is a exit interface. Let's go to second firewall box. 199.5. This is site B branch office. Site B branch office. Now network. Interfaces. Let's configure our interfaces first. As per our design, port number 2, we are using as a LAN port. So 192.168.50.0 network. 50.1 slash 24 ping service. Let's go to port number 3. It's a WAN interface. WAN interface 10.1.23.10/24 ping service. And now we can configure default route towards ISP site. So for any unknown destination, WAN port number 3 is exit interface. Now, Bozuma, can you hear me?
Yes.
Now, as I said, by default, policy-based VPN is not enabled by default. Okay, how you can verify in a firewall, how you can verify it's enabled or not. So if you go with VPN tab, if policy-based VPN is enabled, so you can get a tab here is called IPsec concentrator. This tab is not available here. So let's go to setting. Let's go to system, then you can go to feature visibility, and we can enable policy-based IPsec VPN. This option, policy-based IPsec VPN. Just click on apply. Let's go to second firewall box. We can go to system. Now feature visibility. Now policy-based IPsec VPN. Click on apply. Now let's go to site A branch office. Site A branch office, click on VPN, and now we can start our configuration. Okay, for configuration, you can click on IPsec wizard again. So we'll follow the same step, Mosma.
Mhm.
We will follow the same step. But what is the changes? What configuration changes we have in policy base? I will show you. But VPN configuration step is same. Okay, so you can click on custom. Name is what? Site B-VPN. Next. Now uncheck this option, enable IPsec interface mode. So remote gateway spot 10 dot. This is site A branch office. So remote gateway 10.1.23.10. Port number, exit interface port number 3. NAT is disabled. Now pre-shared key 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now phase 1 proposal. So phase 1 proposal is for encryption, DES, for hashing MD5, and Diffie Hellman group 5. Now let's define our interesting traffic. So on site A branch office, local network is 200.200.0/24, and remote network 192.168.50.0/24. Now click on advanced. Now phase 2 proposal. Phase 2 proposal for encryption DES, for hashing MD5, and Diffie Hellman group 5. Just click on, okay. Same configuration step we have. Ozma, same
Yes.
configuration step for VPN only. Okay. Where you will get a changes, I will show you. In policy, you can get a changes, but VPN configuration step is same. So custom, you can give a name, site B-VPN. Click on next. Click on next and now uncheck this option, enable IPsec interface mode. Now, remote gateway 10.1.23.1. Now, exit interface, WAN port number 3, NAT is disabled. So now, phase 1 proposal. So for phase 1 proposal, encryption DES, hashing MD5, and Diffie-Hellman group 5. Now, interesting traffic. So interesting traffic is 192.168.50.0 network here, because this is site B branch office /24, and remote network 200.200.200.0/24. Click on advanced. And now, yes, we can configure phase 2 proposal for encryption DES, for hashing MD5 and Diffie-Hellman group 5. Just click on OK. Okay, wait, pre-share. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just click on OK. Mozuma, clear now this point?
It's clear, yes.
So we have same configuration step. Now let's go to site A branch office and we are trying to configure policy this time. Policy this time. Let's try to configure policy to allow our traffic. So you can create simple policy. Simple policy means what? Let's give a name. LAN to LAN hyphen VPN. So incoming interface, LAN port number 2. Outgoing interface, WAN port number 3. Source, so yes, I can create an object. Let's create an object. So source address is what? LAN hyphen network. 200.200.200.0/24. So this LAN network is trying to communicate, LAN network is trying to communicate with this particular destination, trying to access particular destination. Remote network, its object name, and remote is 192.168.50.0/24. So if this LAN site network trying to go to this particular destination to access any services, in action, you can see now, in action, we have a new tab. Bozuma,
Mm-hmm.
in action, we have a new tab now, right?
Yes.
So once it will match all the parameters. Okay, incoming interface LAN port number 2, outgoing interface WAN port number 3. Source is 200 network, destination trying to communicate with 192.168.50 dot network, trying to access any services. Yes, action, I'm using IPsec. They can go via IPsec tunnel. And yes, I have IPsec VPN tunnel. Tunnel name is what? Site A VPN. Now, as I said, we can configure single firewall policy in policy-based VPN. Single firewall policy can handle both direction, right? Both direction. So for this, you can just enable this option. Allow traffic to be initiated from remote site. So if traffic is initiated from remote site, you want to allow, no need to create a separate policy. Just enable this option. Clear my point, Bozuma?
Mm-hmm.
All session logs, click on OK. So this is for what? VPN traffic. Now, in case if your LAN network trying to access internet traffic, let's create LAN to internet. So incoming interface LAN port number 2, outgoing interface WAN port number 3. Source is what? Yes, LAN network, but this time destination is what? Destination is any. Services is what? Any. So I'm not sending this traffic through VPN. Action is what? Accept. And yes, we have NAT option. Click on OK. Okay, clear this point?
Mm-hmm. It's clear, yes.
Okay, let's go to site B branch office, and I'm trying to create a rule to allow our VPN traffic. So click on create new. You can give a name, LAN to LAN hyphen root. So incoming interface, LAN port number 2, outgoing interface, WAN port number 3, source IP. Yes, we can create an object. So source IP is LAN hyphen network 192.168.50.0/24. Click on OK. And now remote network. So remote network is remote network, remote hyphen network 200.200.200.0/24. Click on now services, any services. Action, I'm using IPsec, IPsec tunnel. Tunnel is what? So if a parameter match, I want to send through IPsec tunnel, and this is our IPsec tunnel, side B. If you want to allow traffic from remote side, allow traffic to be initiated from remote side, yes, enable this option. All session logs, just click on done, our VPN configuration. You can go to site A branch office. You can verify your VPN tunnel status. So VPN tunnel status is inactive right now. Let's also verify on site B branch office. IPsec tunnel. IPsec tunnel is what? Status is inactive. Let's try to initiate some traffic. Okay, I'm trying to ping this other branch office 50.10 IP address, and I'm getting reply. If I'm getting reply, it means traffic is traveling through the VPN tunnel. You can refresh this page. You can get tunnel status information here. Tunnel status is what? It's up. See, traffic is for incoming data, outgoing data. Ozuma, here
Yes.
we have phase 1 tunnel, phase 1, phase 2 tunnel, phase 1, phase 2 tunnel. Now you can verify, you can go to site A branch office, refresh this page, and yes, this tunnel status is it's up. You can click on login report. You can go to events. You can verify your phase 1 and phase 2 negotiation status. Yes, phase 1 negotiation success, phase 2 negotiation success. So you can open this. You can open this. Yes, this is source public IP. This is destination public IP. So tunnel in between source and destination public IP. This is our parameters. Clear now? This policy-based site-to-site
It's
VPN.
clear, yes.
Now, please give me 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, I'm trying to restate both of our devices. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
for our next implementation. Wait. Okay, template base. So execute factory reset. This will take time. Let's go to second firewall box. So now next lab is what? Template-based site-to-site VPN. And template-based site-to-site VPN, it's a Fortinet feature. Wajama.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Fortinet feature. Policy-based, route-based, yes, you can implement in Palo Alto, in Cisco FTD, in Cisco ASA, in checkpoint scenario, yes. But template-based site-to-site VPN, it's a Fortinet firewall feature. If you have only Fortinet firewall, for example, on branch office A, you have Fortinet firewall. On branch office B, you have a Fortinet firewall. Then yes, you can go with template-based site-to-site VPN. What is the benefit of template-based site-to-site VPN? Okay, let's discuss. Please wait 5 minutes. Okay, I'm preparing
Yeah.
a basic
Okay.
configuration. This is site A branch office, so we can configure our LAN and WAN interface. LAN. Ozoma, can you hear me? Yeah?
Yes.
Let's try to implement our template-based site-to-site VPN. So template-based site-to-site VPN, it's a Fortinet firewall feature. Okay. Okay. For example, you are working with only Fortinet firewall. Okay. Route-based, policy-based, you can implement in a multi-vendor scenario. Okay. For example, on one branch office, you have a Fortinet. On other branch office, you have Palo Alto, Checkpoint. You can go with route-based and policy-based. Clear my point?
Mm-hmm.
But template-based, you can implement when you have only FortiGate firewall box. It's a Fortinet feature. So you can go to system. Sorry, you can go to VPN. You can go to IPsec wizard. And this time I'm using template type. This time I'm using template type site to site. I will tell you what is the benefit of template based site to site VPN. So you can give a name, site A hyphen VPN. Just click on next. Now remote gateway. So remote gateway is 10.1.23.10. Reshared key 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Click on next. Now local interface. So interesting traffic, local interface, and remote is what? 199, 199, 199.0/24. Oh, sorry. It's a 192, 192, 168.50.0/24. Now you can click on next. Click on create. Done. Bozuma,
Mm-hmm.
done our configuration. With few click, our VPN configuration is complete. And this, it will automatically configure everything. It will automatically configure everything. See, it will automatically configure policy, local to remote policy, remote to local policy. So we have two policy. It means template-based site-to-site VPN is a route-based site-to-site VPN. So it will configure everything. Let me show you. See, if you go and check your policy, for example, okay, this will automatically create a rule. See, LAN port number 22, site A VPN, site A VPN to LAN port number, automatically configure. It will automatically create object. See, here we have object, source object, destination IP object. Yes, based on your given parameter, it will create object automatically. See, site A hyphen VPN underscore local underscore subnet underscore one. Site A hyphen VPN underscore remote underscore subnet underscore one. See, was I clear my point?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It will automatically configure everything. Policy configuration, your route configuration. You can check now. See, If you want to go on this remote site, what is exactly we have into this remote site? So let's verify. Yes, we have 192.168.50.0. So if anyone trying to go on 50.0, yes, they can go via this site a VPN tunnel. Now let's go to site B branch office. We can click on VPN. We can click on IPsec wizard. Now here we have site B-VPN. Click on next. Remote network 10.1.23.1. Pre-shared key 1234567 8. Click on next. Local interface, LAN port number 2. Remote subnet is 200.200.200.0/24. Just click on next. Just click on create. Okay, it will automatically configure everything. You can verify now. Policy, firewall policy we have. Firewall policy we have. Low LAN port number 2 to site B VPN. Site B VPN to LAN port number 2. Network tab, yes. It will automatically configure a route. Clear now, Bozuma?
Mm-hmm.
You can verify your tunnel status. Tunnel status is not up. Let me show you. Tunnel status is inactive. You can try to initiate your traffic. You can try to initiate your traffic. When you initiate your traffic, then it will hit on tunnel interface. And yes, it's up. Let me show you. Let's verify here. Tunnel status. Tunnel status is now up. You can also verify on site B branch office. Tunnel status. Tunnel status is up. Clear, Bozuma, this point?
Yes, it's clear. Yeah.
What do you think? What is the drawback of a template-based site-to-site VPN? What do you think? What is the drawback of site-to-site template-based site-to-site VPN? So the drawback is, you can see now, we cannot change the parameters. We cannot define the parameters. Remember encryption, triple dash, hashing, right?
Yeah.
Parameters we cannot define. For encryption, see, if you go and check your login report, events information, if you check your VPN events, if you check your phase 2 negotiation, so it automatically get this parameter, MD5 for hashing and DES for encryption. In my network, I want to use higher bit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If in my network, I want to use triple dash, for example. I want to use AES, for example. And for hashing, I want to use SHA-384. Then I cannot edit. See, this is the drawback. If you want to edit this, for example, I want to change something. See, option is not available. So parameter it will select automatically. Wasuma. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to configure as per your requirement, you cannot. Then you can go with route base and policy base. Clear my point?
Yeah. Is there any drawback between route-based and policy-based?
No, route base and policy base, they are the popular option. Okay. These are the options we have. And see, route base, if you compare route base with policy base, so at policy base, we can only use for site to site. This is drawback.
Okay.
But route base, you can use with for site to site and for site to multi-site. Clear now,
Mm-hmm.
this point?
Yes.
Okay, now let's focus on this point here. You can see now it's automatically create a route, right? For if anyone trying to go on remote destination, you can go via tunnel. Perfect, no problem. What is this black hole route? Black hole route, black hole interface in VPN configuration. See, the point is what here we have route in routing table. So template based site to site VPN is route base, because in route base we can create an entry, right? In a static
Mm-hmm.
one. So the template base is a route base. My point is Here we have one more entry. It's called black hole route. What is a black hole route in VPN scenario? Okay, let me show you this option. You can add distance option, distance. So you can see now, this is what? This is same destination. And to reach same destination, we have two routes. You can go via site a VPN tunnel interface. Via this side, AD value is what? Mosma.
10.
And again, for same destination, you can go with black hole interface, and via this side, AD value is what? 254. What is the use of this black hole route in VPN? Okay, so let's go here. For example, okay, here we have ISP portion, ISP portion, ISP site, internet site. So now my point is what? If this inside machine is trying to communicate with other branch office, Mosma,
Mm-hmm.
this traffic will go and hit on firewall, right? And firewall will check his routing table. Firewall will check his routing table. And in routing table, this firewall has default route, right? Default route, and what? Specific entry, right?
Mm-hmm.
If inside machine trying to access internet, perfect, no problem. This route we have. If inside machine trying to communicate with other branch of his private IP, yes, we have entry. Now, in case, if this tunnel interface goes down, for example, okay, we don't have any we don't know anything about this black hole route, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We have only two routes. If this tunnel interface goes down, maybe some issue, I don't know, maybe some issue. This tunnel interface goes down. Then what will happen? This route is not available in routing table. Now in firewall, you have only this entry. In firewall, now you have only this entry, right?
Mm-hmm.
If tunnel is down, this entry is not available. Entry is not available, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now in firewall, you have only this route. And this route is what? For any unknown destination, traffic will go to ISP side. So my point is, if tunnel interface goes down and inside machine is trying to communicate with other branch of his private IP, as per your route, your firewall, will send this traffic to ISP side. And ISP will not give you any reply because ISP don't know anything about private IP address, right, Mozuma?
Correct, yes.
So if ISP will not give any reply, then why this firewall is maintaining this session information? Because if traffic is traveling through the firewall box, firewall will maintain the state of connection in connection table. So why this firewall is maintaining? Because if traffic is traveling, firewall will maintain. In LAN side network, you have 100 computers. They are initiating traffic and VPN tunnel down. So all the traffic will go to ISP side. And if traffic is traveling through the firewall box, firewall will maintain the state of connection for these traffic. Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Why we are creating overhead? Tunnel interface is down. And ISP will not give you reply for this private IP communication. So why this firewall is maintaining this route? That's why into this scenario, we can go with what? Black hole route. Clear my point? For same
Mm-hmm.
destination, we have two route, right? If tunnel interface goes down, then this route will install in routing table. Clear my point?
Yeah.
This route, this black hole route. And if black hole route is available in routing table, then yes, when this traffic will go and hit on firewall device, Firewall will check, okay, you want to go on 192.168.50 dot network? Yes, I have black hole root. And as per black hole root method or concept, I'm going to stop this request silently here. So traffic is not traveling through the firewall box. Clear now, Osma?
Yeah.
This is what black hole root in VPN implementation. And this is our topic, IPsec site to site VPN implementation.
Okay, which means when the VPN is down, then is the black hole route is automatically removed,
Yes,
correct?
yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay,
Clear now?
it's clear, yes.
This is our topic. It's called site to site VPN implementation. And now we can focus on our last topic today. It's called SSL VPN. Can we take a break for 10 minutes, Mozuma?
Yes, yeah, we
Let's
can.
take a break. It's a 1:32 on my side. We will continue at 1:42. Okay.
Okay.
Please turn off your mic.
Mhm.
Hello, Bojuma, can you hear me, dear? Bojuma, can you hear me, dear?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's discuss our remote access VPN, or you can say SSL VPN implementation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's discuss theoretical concept first. So we have remote access VPN implementation. What is remote access VPN implementation? Okay, to connect branch office, yes, we can go with site-to-site VPN. Okay, we have two branch office. This is untrusted network. You connect, you can connect these two branch office over this untrusted network in a secure manner. It's called site-to-site VPN implementation. Now our topic is now remote access VPN implementation. In remote access VPN implementation, your outside user, outside machine is trying to access company private resources. Okay, this side you have multiple servers, and these servers are publicly allowed for your outside users. Like you have web server, for example, you have SMTP server, FTP server. So this outside machine, okay, he has simple Wi-Fi modem. He has Wi-Fi modem at his home. Okay, he has internet connectivity. So from outside, he's trying to access from this untrusted network. He's trying to access private resources. This outside user can establish connection first with his laptop, desktop, or mobile phone. This connection is called remote access VPN connection. And once this connection will establish, then yes, this outside user can access private resources. This complete communication in between this VPN user and this VPN gateway device, this complete communication is encrypted communication, secure communication. For remote access VPN, if we talk about remote access VPN deployment method, okay, wait. For remote access VPN implementation, okay, we have two options. You can configure remote access with IPsec. You can configure remote access with SSL. So both options are available to configure remote access. Which one is a popular option and why? Which one is a popular option and why? What is the difference in between IPsec and SSL? So in IPsec, we have a protocol header is called ESP, encapsulating security payload. So in case if this modem can't understand ESP header, maybe, okay, you have a vendor modem and this vendor can't understand ESP header. Because with Wi-Fi modem, we cannot establish site-to-site VPN connectivity. In site-to-site, we have ESP protocol. So in case if this modem can't understand ESP header, then outside user can face an issue to establish remote access VPN connection. That's why we are using SSL. We are using SSL VPN. SSL is a popular option. SSL VPN connection remote access. It's a popular option. Why? Because it's work with well-known port number 443. It work with HTTPS protocol port number 443, and it's a well-known port number for any device, modem, router, switch device, for any device. It's a well-known port number. So SSL is a popular option for remote access VPN implementation. Clear my point, Bosma?
Yes.
Now, if you talk about SSL deployment in FortiGate firewall, SSL deployment in FortiGate firewall. So we have two type of deployment method. Okay, we have clientless SSL VPN, and second option we have is called full client SSL VPN. What is clientless SSL VPN? Clientless SSL VPN is called browser-based VPN. This is what? Browser-based VPN. So through browser, outside user can access resources. Okay, here we have a great example. Well, okay, I'm trying to access icicbank.com. So to access my private resources, okay, I can establish my connection. And this connection is what? It's a remote access VPN connection. A normal user don't know. This is remote access VPN connection. And this connection is secure. You can see now. If you click on here, this connection is what? Secure. If you click on here, we have a certificate. We have a certificate in browser. We have certificate in browser. And this is what? Certificate authority server, Entrust certificate authority. This is certificate authority server. So in between my laptop and this ICICI bank, I have what? Certificate authority server. So now I can establish my connection. Why? Because I have digital certificate in my browser. So in between my laptop and this ICICI bank server, I have third-party certificate authority is called CA server, certificate authority server. Now you can go with any other example. For example, facebook.com. Okay, I'm trying to establish this facebook.com. I want to access some private resources. So this connection is called what? This connection is called a remote access VPN connection. So you can access your private resources. You can access your private resources. Wait. You can access your private resources with browser. Clear my point, Bosma?
Yes.
With browser. Okay, here we have a problem. Here we have a problem. It support limited number of protocols. It support HTTPS, HTTP, and FTP services. So it support limited number of protocols. And yes, it's also depend on vendor, limited of services, limited protocol services. If you want to access any IP application, then yes, you can establish or outside user can establish full client SSL VPN. In full client SSL VPN, outside user need to download and install VPN client software. Like in Fortinet. In Fortinet, we have FortiClient. FortiClient is a VPN client software. If you go with Palo Alto, we have Global Protect. If you go with Cisco FTD, we have Cisco Any Connect application. If you go with Checkpoint, we have mobile application concept. In Fortinet, it's a FortiClient. So outside user need to download and install this FortiClient application. And through this application, outside machine can establish its connection. And once connection established, outside user can access any IP application. Clear now my point?
Yes.
In Fortinet Firewall, this clientless SSL VPN is called web mode. So in Fortinet, you can say web mode, and this full client SSL VPN is called what? Tunnel mode. Tunnel mode. Okay, let's discuss some information with slides. Wait, some notes. So we have two type of deployment method here. Two type of deployment method. The first one is what? First one is tunnel mode. Tunnel mode. In tunnel mode, access through a 40 client. Outside machine can access through 40 client. It's required a virtual adapter card on client host. So when you install 40 client application, automatically virtual adapter card will install, and it's required virtual adapter card on client machine for tunnel mode. Web mode, it's required only a web browser. It support a limited number of protocol. As I said, it's also depend on vendor, but you can see FTP, HTTP, HTTPS. Now RDP, SMB, SSH, Telnet, VNC, and ping. Now, this is an example of web mode. Wait, this is example of web mode. In web mode, outside machine will hit on FortiGate firewall. FortiGate firewall will provide him a SSL VPN portal page, login page, SSL VPN login page. And once outside user will authenticate, will log in with his username and password and successfully authenticated, then outside user will get a portal page. What is portal page? How to create? I will tell you. Mozuma, clear my point?
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you how to create portal. But my point is what? When outside user authenticate with his username and password, outside user will get a portal page. Portal page. So we can create multiple portals, like separate portal for marketing team, separate portal for sales team, separate portal for HR team. Okay, so let's go to tunnel mode. Tunnel mode is what? In tunnel mode, outside user, the benefit of tunnel mode, any IP network application on the client can send the traffic through the tunnel. 40 client, you can download and install 40 client software. Now, what is tunnel mode? So in tunnel mode, you can install 40 client application, 40 client application. In tunnel mode, outside user will put his IP address information, portal IP information, username and password, and outside user can establish his connection. In tunnel mode, we have a concept is called split tunneling. Split tunneling. This is not a Fortinet feature. No. The split tunneling is a common concept. It's a VPN concept. You can configure in Palo Alto also. You can configure in Cisco ASA, in Cisco FTD. It's a common feature. Split tunneling. So what is split tunneling in tunnel mode? Split tunneling. So here we have outside machine. This is VPN gateway device. This is your private network resources. And this side is ISP side network. ISP side portion. ISP side portion. So when split tunneling option is disabled, when split tunneling option is disabled, then what will happen? Then this outside user, for example, this outside user trying to access private resources. So this traffic will go and hit on device. Firewall will check. Okay, you want to go on private network side. It will send the traffic to the private network. So all traffic, see, if a split tunneling option disabled, all traffic route through an SSL VPN tunnel to remote FortiGate, then to the destination. And this include internet traffic also. Internet traffic also. So if outside machine trying to access private resources, Firewall will send this traffic to the private network side. But in case if this outside machine trying to access google.com, facebook.com, youtube.com, so this traffic will go and hit on firewall, firewall first, and then firewall will redirect this traffic on, we redirect this traffic on internet site. Clear my point, Posma?
Yes.
All the traffic will hit on FortiGate firewall first, then to the destination, then to the destination. Okay, so this is the option when a split tunneling option disable. Split tunneling option disable. But here we have a problem. Here we have a problem. Okay, you are creating overhead on your firewall device. You are creating load on your firewall device. My point is, if this outside machine trying to access private resources, no problem. Traffic is going to private network. But if this outside machine trying to access internet traffic, okay, google.com, facebook.com, then why this firewall is maintaining this traffic? Traffic will go and hit on firewall device, then firewall will redirect. You are creating load on your firewall device. You are creating uh, overhead on your firewall device. But here we have a benefit. Okay, if this is company laptop, then outside user, company laptop. It's using what? Company laptop.
Mm-hmm.
As an admin, I want to monitor everything. Okay, if outside machine trying to access internet, yes, I want to monitor. Trying to access private resources, I want to monitor. So yes, you can disable your split tunneling concept. Clear my point?
It's clear, yeah.
Now enable when you enable, then only traffic destined for the private network, only traffic destined for the private network is routed through a remote FortiGate. Outside machine trying to access private resources, yes, traffic going to private side. But internet traffic uses the local gateway. So if this outside user trying to access internet, so he can use his local gateway to reach this ISP site, internet site. How to configure SSL VPN? So yes, we have these steps. Few steps are required to configure our SSL VPN. First, you can create username, user account, group account. So for user account, group account, you have two options. Either you can create user account in local database, or you can go with a remote authentication database, no problem. If you have integration, you can use a remote database, no problem. In our testing, I'm creating user account in local database. What is the next step? We can create SSL VPN portal. We can create SSL VPN portal. So we can create portals here. Okay, for example, we have marketing team, we have sales team, HR, finance, manager, director. So I want to create a separate portal for each department. So you can create your portals, and these portals you can use in your SSL VPN setting, in SSL VPN configuration. Yeah, and yes, policy is required. Now you can configure your policy. Okay, so let's go to topology here. Let's go to topology, and here I'm using a small topology for this implementation. Mozuma,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we have a small topology. Clear now? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let me check. I think I have a topology, one more topology for remote access. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, we can use this topology. Wait. Okay, please wait. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
5 minutes. Bozuma,
Yeah, sure.
trying to reset this firewall device. Okay, Bozuma, can you hear me, dear?
Yes, I can.
Let's try to configure SSL VPN. Okay, so you
Mhm.
can click on VPN tab. Okay, before SSL, let's create some user account for testing. So I'm creating user account in local database. Click on next. Now VPN1, password 123. We can create one more user account, VPN5, password 123. You can also create group account. So local, or you can say VPN hyphen users. You can add your user accounts here, VPN1, VPN2. So I have user account, but in local database. Now let's go to VPN tab. And now we can create portals here. We can create portals. So we can create multiple portals. Okay, you can create portal for your department. Okay, I want to provide separate portal page for marketing department. When marketing user will log in, he will get a separate portal. When sales user will log in, he will get a separate portal. Clear my point, Bosuma?
Yes.
So here we have what? Full access. This is default portal. Full access portal. It's just a name. It's just a name. Full access what? Just a name. It's a portal. If you want to create your own portal, you can click on create new. You can give a name for this portal. You can give a name for this portal. For example, marketing hyphen portal. Or you can go with this default option, full access. So you can see now, here we have two options. Into this portal, we can configure tunnel mode and we can configure web mode. So in portal, you can decide your mode. In portal, you can decide your mode. Let's start our discussion with web mode. So I'm not using tunnel mode. It's disabled right now. Let's start our discussion with web mode, client-less SSL VPN, browser-based VPN, you can say. So you can enable portal message we have right now, something SSL VPN, portal, okay? And we have some options here and these options are enabled, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
not changing anything right now. I will change later, okay? But I'm not changing anything. Okay, now you just click on OK. Web mode is enabled, just click on OK. So into this portal, we are using only web mode option. Let's go to SSL VPN settings. And here we can configure SSL. See, SSL VPN settings are not fully configured. So we can start our configuration with connection setting. Connection setting. So what we have, listen on interface. Listen on interface. So into this topology, traffic will initiate from outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Outside user will hit on this public facing interface IP. So listen on interface is WAN port, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are getting a message something, port conflict something. Okay, we are getting port confliction. Why? Because same port number we are using for this firewall management and same port number for we are using for VPN. So let's change port number like 4433. And this URL you can provide to your outside user. This URL you can provide to your outside user if they want to establish a VPN connection. Now, server certificate, yes, digital certificate is required. Digital certificate is required. When outside machine will establish his connection, he required a digital certificate. And in FortiGate firewall, yes, we have self-signed certificate. Every firewall has a self-signed certificate, Bozuma. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is called self-signed certificate. What is self-signed certificate? If you remember, in between my laptop and this Facebook server, we have third-party certificate authority, right?
Yeah.
Third party. Like for example, DigiCert. DigiCert is a third-party certificate authority. So DigiCert will provide him domain certificate to Facebook, public key information, private key information. And DigiCert will provide you a digital certificate in your browser. Digital certificate in your browser. It's like an iCard something. Okay. If you want to establish your secure connection, yes, this outside user can show his digital certificate and digital certificate is available in browser. So outside user can establish his secure connection. So in between your laptop and this Facebook server, we have manual middle person, right? DigiCert.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have any third party certificate authority. Okay, so how you can do your practice? You can use self-signed certificate. In self-signed certificate, your firewall, your firewall can act as a certificate authority server. Okay. Your firewall can create self-signed certificate. And this certificate firewall can provide to outside user. And for outside user, this firewall can act as a certificate authority server. Clear my point?
Yeah.
And it's a common concept. Self-signed certificate you can create in Palo Alto, FTD, ASA, Checkpoint, Fortinet. You can use in real network self-signed certificate in a small network. Self-signed certificate. So this is the self-signed certificate, Fortinet factory. Now, now you can go with this option, redirect HTTP traffic to SSL. So maybe if anyone trying to access this URL, if anyone trying to access this URL through HTTP connection,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to redirect to HTTPS, then yes, you can enable redirect HTTP traffic to HTTPS. Now restrict access. So here we have allow access from any host. But yes, in VPN implementation, you can create your object. Okay, and the great thing is what? In remote access VPN, try to create MAC address object. It's a great security. MAC address because IP can change, right? But
Mm-hmm.
MAC address cannot change. And as a firewall administrator, outside devices MAC address. So you can create MAC address object. It's a fix. You can attach. So only this specific MAC address can establish connection. Was one. Clear my point?
Yeah.
So you can create your object. Right now I'm using anyone. Now ideal logout is enabled and inactive for 300 seconds. So when outside user will authenticate
Mm-hmm.
and is doing nothing. So it will automatically log out. After 300 seconds, it automatically log out. Clear my point?
Yeah.
Now here we have tunnel mode client setting. Tunnel mode, not web mode, tunnel mode. So when outside user will establish his connection, when he will install 40 client software, automatically a virtual adapter card will install and you can provide IP address to this virtual adapter card. And here we have a default range in FortiGate file. Default range 10 IP address. If you want to provide your LAN subnet of IP, then yes, you can create your range object here. Now you can provide DNS entry. Now I'm using same as a client system. Now here we have an option. What? Authentication portal mapping. Click on create new. So I have a portal. Remember, I have a portal. What? Full access, right, Bosma?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this portal I want to provide you VPN 1 and VPN 5. When VPN 1 and VPN 5, when they will log in into this FortiGate, when they will log in into SSL connection, they will get this portal access. Just click on OK. So we have a single portal. What about for other users and group? So yes, other users can use same portal. Otherwise, you can create. If you have multiple portals, you can get all portal information here. All portal information. So users and portal you can map here. You can map. So I'm trying to provide full access because I have a single portal right now. Just click on apply. Just click on apply. When you click on apply, you can see you are getting a new message. What? No SSL VPN policy exists. Mozuma,
Mm-hmm.
no SSL VPN policy exists. So you can click on no. You can click on here. We need to create policy. When you click on here, it will redirect automatically in firewall policy. See,
Yeah.
we are in firewall policy and automatically see into this policy incoming interface is your SSL VPN tunnel interface. Now let's give a name. So VPN to, or you can say SSL hyphen rule 1. Incoming interface, SSL VPN, outgoing LAN port number 2, source anyone from outside, or you can create your object. And see, if you are adding IP address object, this is SSL VPN rule. If you are adding IP address information, so you need to also add user account. See, one user
Mm-hmm.
or group is required. So VPN 1, VPN 2. Now destination any, services any, and just action spot accept. All session logs, click on OK. Okay, wait, services, all session logs, click on OK. When you click on OK, it will redirect in SSL VPN setting again, see? And now you can click on apply. Done your configuration. Bozuma,
Mm-hmm.
done your configuration. Now this outside user, what he can do? This outside user, he can try to establish connection. Wait, let's configure IP address first. It's a new machine. ncpa.cpl properties, Internet Protocol TCP/IP version 4 properties. Now 200 no, not 200. I'm using DSCP option. So this outside machine will get a IP address automatically. This outside machine will get IP address from this internet cloud. So we have same series of IP address this side. Same series of IP. Let's verify IP address configuration. IP config. So I'm getting 192.168.1.9. Clear my point? See, Bazuma.
Yes.
So we have same series of IP address this side. So from outside, I'm trying to ping public facing interface. So 1.190, this is public facing interface IP. And I'm getting reply, right?
Mm-hmm.
From outside machine, I'm trying to communicate with this public facing interface. And I'm getting reply. If I'm getting reply, so you can go to it. You can open any browser here. You can open any browser, for example, Google Chrome. And what is URL? So outside user, you provide URL information to outside user. So outside user can try HTTPS colon slash 192.168.1.190 colon 4433. Let's try to establish our connection. If everything is okay, so outside user will get a page. Okay, wait. If everything is okay, then outside user will get a SSL VPN portal login page. Okay, wait. Now you can click on advanced. You can click on proceed. See, I'm getting login page. Mozuma,
Yes.
I'm getting a remote access login page. So we have two user account, remember? Let me show you.
Mhm.
VPN 1, VPN 5, right? So
Yeah.
let's try to log in with VPN 1, okay? This is, for example, VPN 1 user. He's trying to log in with his username and password. Click on login. And if he's successfully authenticated, he will get a portal page. Okay, wait. It's working slow. Give me 5 minutes, okay, Cosmo?
Okay.
Mojma, can you hear me, dear?
Yes, I get it.
Okay, maybe there's some operating system issue. Okay,
Mhm.
I cannot get a portal page, but we can authenticate, right?
Mhm.
Outside machine can authenticate, but I cannot get a portal page. Let's try with this browser. Access deny. Okay, this browser is not working. Google Chrome. Okay, let me try. Okay, wait.
Mhm.
Please, you can take a break for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm trying to prepare this lab again.
Okay, yeah, sure.
You can take a break. No problem.
Mm.
I'm trying to configure on other Fortinet OS version. Wait. Perfect. Bojuma, can you hear me? Hello, Bozuma, can you hear me, dear? Hello, Bozuma, can you hear me, dear?
So I'm back.
Hello, Bozuma, can you hear me, dear?
Yeah.
Now I'm getting a portal page. Okay. See,
Mhm.
what I did, I changed firewall, okay, and I added a new firewall device, Bozuma.
Mhm.
Okay, this is 6.4 FortiOS version. I was facing with 7.0. I'm facing some issue with 7.0, so I'm using 6.4. So now, if I'm trying to log in, you can see VPN1. If I'm trying to log in with VPN1 and password, so remember our portal configuration. In portal, we have only web mode, right?
Mhm.
In portal, we have only web mode option. Web mode is enabled. And this portal we are using in our SSL VPN configuration. So you can see now when this outside user VPN1 will log in into this SSL VPN page, he get this information. Okay, let's go to portal now. Let's go to portal and we are working with web mode, right? Bosma?
Mhm.
This
Yeah.
is your portal message. See, SSL VPN. This is your portal message. If you change this portal message, for example, SSL portal marketing users, click on OK. So if you refresh this page or log out and log in again, this portal message will change. See,
Mhm.
clear now? This portal
Yes,
message.
it's
Now,
clear.
now you can see we have some options here. Download 40 client. This option is available. Why? Because this option is enabled in portal configuration. If you disable this option, enable uh, download 40 client FortiClient download, just disable this option. Now, if you go and check, if you refresh this page or if you log out and log in, so this option is not available now. See, FortiClient download option is not available. See,
Mhm.
now you can go with quick connection and new bookmark and history. So these options are available. These options. So session information, so connection launcher, so login history. So in case I don't want to show outside user login history. If I'm trying to log in right now, log out, and let's try to log in again. For example, if I'm trying to log in with VPN one user account again, if I'm trying to log in, see, I'm getting login history. See,
Mhm.
as a firewall admin, if you don't want to show login history, just disable this option. Just click on OK. Just click on OK, and you can see now, refresh this page. This outside machine, when he will log in, he will not get login history information. See, it's not available. Clear now? So
Yes.
you can modify the portal. Okay, this portal for marketing team. So you can modify the portal as per your requirement. Quick connection. What is quick connection? So these are the protocols and services available. These services you can utilize. These services you can utilize. For example, let's go to inside machine. And I think telnet service is enabled and remote desktop. Let's enable something. So remote desktop, I'm trying to enable here. Change setting. Remote desktop, allow, apply. Okay. Let's go to control panel and we can check for telnet service. So we can do some practice here. Let's go to program, turn window feature on off. We can enable telnet client, telnet server. Let's enable telnet service. So services.msc. Right click, properties, telnet automatic, apply, start. Okay. Now let's go to outside machine. Bosma. This
Mhm.
is outside user, right? So
Yeah.
now you can see here we have option quick connections. Click on quick connection and I want to access a remote desktop, for example. Remote desktop. I have a VPN connection. So let's try to access remote desktop. inside machine IP address is 200.200.200.24, and the username is username1. Okay, let's set password also. Wait. Local user1, set password 123 123. Now, so I'm trying to use username user1, password 123. Now you can click on launch. We can access remote desktop. See,
Mm.
remote desktop we can access. It's working slow. Working slow, but we can access remote desktop. Okay, this will take time. So let's go for telnet also. Quick connection. Quick connection telnet 200 200.24. Click on launch. It's working slow, but we can access. See, Mozuma,
Mm.
username user1, password 123. This is inside machine. Inside machine CD, desktop, mkdir, SSL, VPN. You can check now. See, so you can access these services. Clear my point?
Yes.
Click on quick connection and you can access these services. Ping, telnet, SSS, RDP. Now you can go with bookmark. So this outside user can create its own bookmark. For example, a telnet. So I'm giving a name telnet hyphen SRV. Host name is 200.200.200.24. Just click on save. You can see you have a bookmark, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a bookmark. So no need to go to quick connection, select telnet, select information. No, just click on here and you can establish your connection. So outside user can create his own bookmark. Okay. Now let's go to
Mm-hmm.
firewall box. Now as a firewall administrator, I don't want to allow to create bookmark. I don't want to allow. Okay, let's go to this portal. So right now outside user can click on quick connection. So let's disable this quick connection, source session information. Okay, user bookmark, just click on OK. So all options are disabled. Okay, so you can see this outside user is getting nothing. See, he's getting nothing, right,
Mm.
Ozma?
Yeah.
Now, as a firewall administrator, I will create bookmark. I will provide. Okay, so predefined bookmark. Just click on create new. I want to provide him remote desktop bookmark. For example, remote hyphen desk 200 200.200.200.24. Username is user1, password 123. Just click on OK. You can create one more bookmark. So telnet hyphen server 1 200.200.200.24. Just click on OK. Click on OK, and this bookmark is available outside user and into this portal. So you can see now, wait. See, Cosmo,
Mm.
clear this remote access
Yes, yeah.
implementation. Okay, this is our topic, Cosmo. Okay,
Mm.
and this is our training. Fortinet Firewall. I'm sharing some dumps question with you. Okay, so you can
Okay.
do some practice. And if you want to start from Friday, so you can update me. Okay, Cosmo.
Mm.
If you want to
Friday
start, if you,
for
yes,
what?
for FortiManager and enterprise firewall and SD-WAN implementation. If you want to continue the session.
Okay, let me think about it because I need to ask for the price for a quotation for this
Sure,
courses.
sure. No problem. If you have any doubts, you can message me. Okay, Bosma?
Yeah, as I told you, I want to have a training which covers the latest training,
Mm-hmm.
FortiManager and FortiAnalyzer
Mm-hmm.
and enterprise firewall
Mm.
and the other firewall for security.